There are moments in life where everything we think we are suddenly disappears. Your status, your achievements, your title, your place in the world, gone in seconds. Life has a quiet way of asking a painful question. If all of that is taken away, who are you now? In 1985, Steve Jobs, the man the world called a genius, was fired from Apple, the company he created. Overnight, he became a failure in the eyes of the world. He walked out of the building carrying a box in his hands, but the heavier weight was the silence inside. After Apple, Steve disappeared from the spotlight. No cameras, no headlines, no applause, only silence. He woke up each day with no purpose. No one asking for him, no one expecting him, no stage to stand on. And that silence was louder than humiliation. Some nights he walked alone, long after the city fell asleep. He stared up at windows glowing with warm light and wondered, where did I lose myself? Was I only valuable when people praised me? What if I never rise again? There are moments when the world doesn't break you. Your own thoughts do. Every memory becomes a knife. Every doubt becomes a shadow. Every step feels heavier than the last. Millions admired the legend of Steve Jobs, but no one knew the man in the dark, trying to remember why he mattered. After losing everything, Steve didn't rush to rebuild. He chose silence. He took long walks. We read old books and spoke to very few people. In that quiet space, he realized, when the world takes everything, what's left is breath. When there's no one left to impress, we finally begin to listen. Sometimes silence doesn't punish us, it prepares us. In the silence, a thought appeared. Maybe I should begin again. Not for fame, not for success, but for love. The love of creating. He started next. He invested in a small animation studio called Pixar. Without the pressure to impress the world, he created freely. He rediscovered the joy of making something beautiful. Sometimes, the first light is so small, we only feel it before we see it. 12 years passed. Not wasted, transformed. Apple, the same company that once rejected him, came back. But Steve had changed. He no longer wanted to prove himself. He wanted to give. From that quiet purpose came a revolution, innovation with soul, technology with humanity. Because when we stop chasing more, we finally understand enough. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Steve said that many years later, because the heaviness of success was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. In Buddhism, this is impermanence. Everything changes. What rises will fall. What appears will fade. But when we accept change, we stop fearing loss. We learn to stand, not because the world holds us up, but because our heart does. When we are silent, we discover something powerful. Nothing truly leaves us. Strength isn't control. Strength is the ability to smile at what we cannot change. In the end, Steve didn't win through power, but through peace. The quiet kind of victory that lasts. When life takes everything, find what can't be taken. Not in the noise, but in the quiet. Not in the world's praise, but in your own truth. Because you are not what you've lost. You are everything. You are still becoming. In the quiet, we find ourselves again.